Welcome to this video reflection for the week up to May the 17th. A recent survey in the United States asked the question, if you had one question to ask God, what would it be? By far the highest response was, why is there so much pain and suffering in the world? The COVID crisis has amplified that question for many of us. Walking in Sheen the other day, I saw a man with a bright yellow day-glow jacket on which was emblazoned an arrow saying, "Keep away." Cycling into Box Hill Village, I noticed a perhaps well-intentioned poster outside a house saying, "Go home, save lives." In our society, with its tradition of the open face, the face mask is now commonplace. It's a novel sensation to be deemed as a death threat. We have suddenly all become dangerous. We're all potential carriers of some deadly contagion. We are all fragile and mortal, yet the talk is now about death rates, almost as if death was an exotic import into Europe that arrived in January 2020. We're suddenly challenged by the reality of death. We question the sustainability of our society. We worry about our safety nets, be they economic, medical or relational. There is now talk of the myth of a new normality as COVID transports us into a new culture. This Sunday, I want to use our Zoom service to reflect more deeply on where is God in this whole crisis. But for the moment, here are just a few thoughts to get us started. Jesus' ministry embraced terrible illnesses, unwanted social isolation, untrustworthy authorities, corrupt religious leaders, economic exploitation and injustice, and personal betrayal. And this is where he still meets us, in the midst of a global pandemic, as some of those things around us reveal their fragility. He remains as available to us now as he was to those who first encountered him. In Luke chapter 10, the disciples are sent out by Jesus on mission, a both chaotic and euphoric experience. As they report back on what happens, Jesus makes an extraordinary comment. The most important thing he says is that they should rejoice that your names are written in heaven. What this crisis may well do is to produce not just an awakening of a community solidarity, but an awareness of spiritual priorities. Horatio Spafford was a prominent Chicago lawyer and church elder. In 1871, a great fire devastated the city. In 1873, 2 years after the fire, the family planned a visit to Europe. Because of rezoning issues in the city following the fire, Spafford stayed behind, but his wife Anna and their 4 daughters set sail for Europe on the steamship Ville d'Avre. On November the 22nd, the ship collided with another vessel and sank in mid-Atlantic, killing 226 people, including the 4 Spafford children. Anna was rescued. When she reached Liverpool, she sent a 2-word telegram to her husband, "Saved alone." Later on, a few weeks later, Horatio sailed for England to join his wife. His ship paused at that point in the Atlantic where the tragedy happened. In the depths of his despair, at that moment, Spafford wrote a poem that would become a much-loved and well-known hymn of its day, to a tune eventually composed by Philip Bliss. The tune itself is named after the ship. And the song is this: when peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. In these uncertain and difficult times, we are being invited to spiritually pause and take stock. One writer put it this way: don't allow the misplaced assumption that life is on pause to obscure the possibility this could be among the most pivotal moments of our entire existence. In that amazing new movie, The Shawshank Redemption, one prisoner says to another, "I guess it comes down to a straight choice. Get busy living or get busy dying." Jesus said, "I've come that you might have life in all its fullness." God bless you.